Hi, everybody. It's Mr. Harder, the SLP from Brook Valley.
And Kelsey Cladd, the occupational therapist at Brook Valley.
So today we are going to show you how to incorporate occupational and speech therapy skills into making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So what we have today is we have our materials. So we have some bread, we have a knife, we have a plate, and then of course we have our peanut butter and our jelly. So what you're going to go ahead and do first is you're going to get 2 slices of bread. So this is really good. Cooking is really good in general on working on sequencing. So just being able to have your child do things in a specific order. So going through and outlining the steps. So saying first, we're going to get 2 slices of bread like this. And then second, we're going to open the peanut butter.
And this is a really great skill, both opening the peanut butter and the jelly, just to work on that hand strength. You're also getting some different motions of your wrist, so some rotation, things like that. So letting your student work on this or your child work on these tasks will help with those things. The bread as well, having them take the twisty tie off, that's a really great skill as well.
And it's also could be good to, if your child can't get it open, you can have them ask for help. So being able to request help, whether that's verbally saying that they need help or if they have a communication device, such as this as an example, you can have them ask for help using their communication device.
So then Mr. Harder is going to work on spreading the peanut butter on. So this is also a really great skill, determining how much they need to put on and making sure that we spread it around the bread, using the right amount of force. Again, different hand motions, you're working on grip strength, being able to actually hold the knife. So this is really great for feeding skills as well, for self-feeding.
And you can also work on different adjectives such as smooth and soft, and different action words. So like spread, those kinds of things you can really work on while you're making and putting on the peanut butter as well. All right, so I have 1 slice of peanut butter there. And then I'm going to take my other slice and spread it all over the peanut butter. So this is also good on following directions, so you can have them, work on, spread the peanut butter all over the bread.
And if we don't like peanut butter and jelly, you can work on the same skills, buttering toast, making a different kind of sandwich, anything like that. But it's a good skill.
And then we also have some different visuals too, and you probably saw them a little bit ago, but you can have different visuals for the steps. So if your child doesn't understand, if you tell them directions verbally, the visuals are super beneficial for them to kind of use as a reference point. And you can even have it where if you have the pictures out there, they could even try and make it themselves without you having to prompt them all the time.
And these might be hard to see, but this is a general idea. It's a little backwards, but put lid back on.
Yeah. And then we'll have some visuals included as well that you guys can print off and kind of use as a reference as well.
So now he's opening jelly.
I open the jelly, and then I'm gonna take my knife and put some jelly on the knife.
So this is going to be a lot harder because the jelly obviously is easier to fall off the knife. So maybe taking small amounts. If you want to adapt it so that your child can still complete this task, you could also try using a spoon to scoop it onto the bread and then use your knife to spread it. Yep. If we're having a hard time keeping that jelly on the knife.
I'm spreading the jelly here. And I have a spoon over here, and I can actually kind of show you guys too for this next slice. So like what Ms. Klatt was saying, just taking the spoon, putting a little bit on, and then just putting that maybe towards the center. And then we can take the knife and kind of spread it all over the bread. And again, this is really good. You can work on labeling. You can work on, different core words. You can say, put on the jelly. You could talk about the consistency. So like the peanut butter was more smooth and the jelly's more sticky. So talking about those different comparatives and those adjectives. All right, so now we have our peanut butter and jelly on. So then we take our 2 slices and then we put them together. And then you can take your knife here and then you can cut the sandwich in half. I know it'll be a little hard to see. I'll probably show it there. So you can have them cut. And again, you can work on, you know, cutting like halves. When you have the 2 halves, you can talk about how they're the same. All those different kinds of basic concepts.
And again, this is a really good way to work on those self-feeding skills too. A lot of times we have a hard time, you know, working with cutting food and things like that. So a sandwich is a really great thing to work on cutting because you can use a dull knife and still work on that task.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then for cooking as well, this could be a good opportunity for your child to work on just social interaction. So you can have them ask, you know, a family member, someone else to try their food that they made, or just taking turns making the sandwich like we did today. So you could have your child put the peanut butter on, and then you can have the sibling or someone else kind of come in and put the jelly on. So kind of having it be a collaborative group activity as well to work on some of those social skills.
And one more thing you can do as well to work on some of those life skills is, you know, have a list of the materials you need or the pictures. Have your child go around and try to find those items in the kitchen. So finding the peanut butter and jelly and the bread and the plate and the knife, or and then having them put them back when they're done. So that's a great way for them to become more familiar with what's in the kitchen or whatever, you know, items you're looking for.
All right, I think that's all we have for you today. I hope you guys find this video beneficial, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you guys.
Bye.